Yes, Anna. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me, Anna?
Okay, are you able to hear me? Okay. Talk to Shiva that he is able to join today. Sukrit?
Yeah, yes, Anna.
Sukrit, you talk to Babu.
Your voice is low, Anna.
Did you talk to Shiva?
Still low. You're not audible.
Did you talk to Shiva?
No, I'm just calling him.
Right. So uh, okay, so let's go ahead and start. All the day sessions are recorded, so that's fine for us. So today we'll talk something on the administration side. Hope you are able to hear me. Varsha, Uma, Supreet, and you can see my screen. Okay, good. So today let's discuss something on the administrative part. That means this portion. Let's discuss something on this portion. That means administrative part. Okay. So I already explained some of the stuff. Like so you are logged into the Salesforce. That means how is the hierarchy? How is the hierarchy? If you look at the hierarchy, this is how it is. So let me log out and come from beginning. So you are typing login.salesforce, then you are entering the credentials. So you are entering the credentials. That means user is logging. So that means there is a user. Please understand this architecture. So this is what the user is. Okay, user is trying to log in. So once he logs in, I click on login. Once he logs in, whatever he sees, whatever user sees here, whatever user sees here is called profile, or is coming from the profile. So therefore, every user is associated with the profile. Every user is associated with profile. So that means there is a profile. Okay. So next one. So if you see the profile, profile is consists of applications. This architecture gives everything. Profile consists of applications. Profile consists of applications. Apps. Okay, profile consists of applications. Next, each application consists of what? Let's say I select this application. Now it consists of tabs. It consists of tabs. Tabs. Okay. So each tab is associated with what? Objects. So that's what I told you already. So if you look at here, let's go to our application, Channa warehouse application. Channa warehouse application. This consists of the tabs. This one, this one. So therefore every tab is associated with the object. Every tab is associated with the object. Objects. Okay. Next, if you look at here, every object, please look at here. This is a object. Every object will have the views. As there is a view associated with the object, that's why we are able to see the results. If you look at here, this is a tab. For this tab, we assigned Channa invoice statement object. For this tab, we assign Channa merchandise object. Behind that, there is a view. That's why we are able to see the records. That means what? Every object will be associated with the views. Or every object consists of views. Every object consists of views. Okay, next. So now that is fine. Now if you look at here, this object, I click on Channa Merchandise object 1. This object consists of the records. So therefore, object is associated with a collection of records. So you need to have a lot of patience to see all these steps. So if you understand this one, then administration is over. So consists of records. Consists of records. Okay. So now if you see, let me go to the record. Record consists of what? Fields. If I go to the Lenovo, then I can see the fields here. So therefore, a record consists of fields. Record consists of fields. Record consists of fields. So now, if you look at here, profile. Okay, this is about this one. Now, if you look at here, user is there, right? User logs in. Every user is associated with some roles. What is your role? Can you tell me what is the role? Because you might have been seen in the organization. So people says you have not assigned with this role, that's why you can't see this one. So what is your role? What is your role? Every user will be associated with certain roles. Now what is your role? Anyone? Uprit, Shiva, Uma. Okay, every user associated with the roles. That means every user will be having some roles. Next, role provides security. Role provides security. It provides security model. Okay, role provides security model. So now let me repeat this one again. So user, you are the user, you are able to do certain things, you are not able to do certain things. What is this called, Suprit? Okay, so you are the user, you are having certain roles. As you are having certain roles, you can do something, you cannot do something. That means what? You are not able to do something means what? So that steps are hidden for you. So that's where the security model arrives. So you might have been seen in the organizations. So you cannot touch Regedit. What does it mean? So you are not able to touch Regedit means it is secure. So how they are able to achieve the secure? They will be creating some roles. Okay. Can you send me again? Let me go and check your chart. So now you are not able to record?
I'm able to record. This is a link for all the other videos from the beginning. I uploaded all videos in this.
Oh, you okay? Okay. So you are taking the others, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Not for me.
Not for you.
So I can close it. Okay, fine. So in the organization, that's what I'm trying to say. In the organization, you are able to do certain things. You are not able to do certain things. So you are not able to do certain things because they will be creating some roles, admin role, okay, user role, developer role. If admin role is given to you, then you can do all the admin steps. That means creating the users, creating the roles, all these things. If user role is given to you, then you can just do access. So these are some of the roles. Roles means admin role, super admin role, content admin role, system admin role, like that. So if the system admin role is given to you, then you can do all these things. If content admin role, then you can manage the content. So therefore, roles provides what? Security. Roles provides what? Security. Now coming to the profile. So if you look at the profile, go to the setup. So you can have company profile. So if you see the company information, or you can have user profile and company profile. So if you look at the user profile, so what are all there in the user profile? These are the user profiles. These are the different profiles created till now. These are the different profiles created till now. Now if you come down and okay, these are the different profiles. You see marketing profile, customer profile, okay, so admin profile, all these, so many profiles are there. Charting profiles, content manager profile, all these profiles. The same way you can look at here, users. So these are the two users. So if you look at here, so the logged in user is what? Chenna Reddy. Now click on this one. You can see here itself. So the logged in user is Chenna Reddy and he is having a profile called System Administrator. So the logged in user is Chenna Reddy and he is having a profile called System Administrator. As he is a System Administrator, so he can do lot of stuff. That's what the meaning. And you can go and edit those stuffs if you want. Okay, so you can see here. So here is the role. So right now role is not specified. You can specify these are the roles. Director role, marketing role, installation role. These are the different roles. Can you go for mute please? Otherwise, do that. Okay, good, thank you. So if you see here, so I click on the user. So right now the login user is Chenna Reddy and this user is a super administrator. That's why he can do a lot of stuff. And if you edit it, you can see so many things. Okay, so here is where you can specify the role. What kind of role you want? Marketing guy. Only marketing related tabs he can see. Director, he can see most of the stuff. Sales, like that so many are there. You can specify the role. That's not a problem. Okay. Now, so if user is checked in, then active. That means he is checked in here. If he is not active, then it is deactivated here. Okay. So like this, you will be having plenty of options here. Whether you want a site contribution user, something and all. So many will be there, some options. So, and if you look at here, the one point you need to remember here is that there is a login history. This is one more security model. If you look at here, this is one more security model. That means if you go here, or if administrator go here, he can see who are logged into this particular site, and what time they access and how much time they access. I'm just repeating again. So login history. If administrator goes here, he can see who are logged in, what time they are, how much time they use, what applications they use, everything they can see. So this is called the login history. That's how it is more secure. So let's say if you are using my ID and if you log in, then I can see, oh, someone is accessed from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. which is not me. That's where I can be more secure. And the log files you can export as zip files or CVS files if you want. That means you can export and you can see it. Okay, if you look at here, so I said log history. So who are logged in, how much time they use, how many times they use, everything is maintained. So if everything is maintained, how many records? So this is one record, this is one record, this is one record. How many records you can see? If you look at here, you can see maximum 2000 records. If you want to more, then you can download from last 6 months history. That means here is the download option. Okay, so that's about the login history. That's about the users. Now coming back. So if you look at here, every user, if you look at here login history also consists of IP address. That means it can find from which IP this guy is logged in. Or it can also specify IP address ranges. Okay, so therefore, there will be a profile consists of IP addresses. IP address. Okay, next, so what else profile associated with hours, login hours. If you see here, there are login hours. So what time he logged in, what time he is logged out, all these things. So therefore, it consists of hours, login hours. Okay, so then what else? Okay, what else? General administrators. That's what if you see. General administrator means what? So managing the role, changing the role, all these things. So some general administrators. General and admin permission. Okay, so then what else it can have? So it can have something called how to create the profile and all. I will show you. If you look at here profiles, so here is the profile. Now let me click on the create new profile. Okay, manage users, profiles. So you can take one profile. Generally don't create a new profile. Why? We do not prefer to create a new profile. So if you say create a new profile, then you need to do a lot of steps which you are not aware. So that's why what you do is that go to the profiles. I already explained what is the cloning. Okay, go to the profile. Look at which profile which kind of profile you want. So admin profile or Salesforce profile or chart profile, something like that. Look at which profile you want and clone it. Let's say I would like to clone standard user profile. Standard user profile. So let me click on next. So there is a standard user profile. So I would like to create this kind of profile. So you can clone it. Simply you can clone it, and you can give the name. So name is, let's say, ABC. Then click save. That's all. So if you are cloning, as I said, whatever the standard profile consists of, all the things you will be getting. Look at here, all the things are there. So you don't need to worry much now. This is how generally people create the profiles, because it's very difficult to manage these many steps unless there is a need. So if you want to do the smart work, then do this way. If you want to do hard work, then go ahead and do all these things. Okay. Now if you look at the profile consists of what? So page layouts. So it can consist of page layouts. So therefore it can consist of page layouts. This architecture diagram is important. So this is going to cover everything. Okay, page layouts or page layout. Next, so it can consist of, that means which layout it is. So if you look at here, there are so many layouts. Okay, so these are the different layouts: case, solution. That means for account, which layout is used; for asset, campaign, which layout, all these things. If you remember, when I created this tab, I selected one layout. Do you remember? Form layout. I hope you guys remember. When I create a Channa invoice statement object, I selected the layout. That is called a form layout. The same way, if you look at here, each tab is having some layouts. Opportunity tab, view assignment, something like that. So most of the cases it is view assignment, because we are viewing the records. So then what else profile consists of? Field level security. So it consists of field level securities. So then therefore you can specify which field has to be visible, which field not, all these things. Okay, field level security. Then what else it consists of? It consists of so custom application settings, all these things, standard tab settings. That means which tab has to be available, all these things. That's what I said. Whatever results you see here, that is coming from the profile. So that's what you are specifying here. Which tabs, which pages. Okay. So whether read only, write only, all these things you can specify here. Anyway, we will try to practice one by creating one profile. Administrative permissions, that's what I said. Okay, general permissions, that's what I mentioned. Standard object permissions. So if you see here, object, read permission, write permission, delete permission, all these things are there. So login history, IP address, login hours, everything. So this profile right now not used, that's why you don't see that information. Okay, so then you also see something called record types. Yeah, see the record type settings. So these are the maximum things available for the profile. So some people might be asking the question, what profile consists of? Profile consists of IP addresses, page layout, securities, permissions, record types, like that you need to answer. Okay. Yeah, record types. So that's about this one. Now if you see the record types, let's go to the record types. So if you see the record types, these are the nothing much on this. These are what kind of record is it? So if you see, so if you see the campaign, assets, okay, cases, contracts, all these things. So if you see right there, there is a value. These are called record types. That means what kind of type it is. It's a macro, it is a pick list kind of thing. So anyway, we'll see some of the steps here. Okay, so this is what the overall steps which we are going to cover. This is what the overall steps which we are going to cover. That means there will be a user. So we need to create the user, and we can create a profile and assign the profile to the user. And this profile consists of page layouts, securities, records types, IP addresses, all these things. And for this created profile, we see how to assign the applications. Then we see how to assign the tabs, how to assign the objects. Everything we can practice. If everything we practice, then we are done. Administration is over. So I am just saving this. So today I will be sending all these tips immediately after this class. Okay, so any questions on this architecture? I want response from the guys, because this architecture is important. This is what we are trying to do. Supreet, Varsha, Shiva, Kuma. If you have any questions on this explanation, you can ask me. You guys are there or sleeping? Supreet?
No, good one.
Okay, fine. Now let's see how to create. First thing is what? How to create the, I already explained how to see the profile. So if you want to see the user profile, you can go ahead and see. So let me delete the one whatever I created just now, because I don't want that one. Simply having the so many steps is not going to help. So I just created, anyway we are going to create one which is going to have some meaningful or not. So how to see the user's profile? So that is what I said. So this is what, here you can come, go to the users. So if you look at here, for me there is a profile called system administrator. So he can do all the steps as he is the administrator. So this is the place where you can see the profile, and this is what roles. So what are the different roles available? So if you see developer role, administrator role, VP role, sales role, director role, all these things, that's fine. So here is the place you can see the login history, and here you can create groups if you want. So let's say you are doing a project. Let's say you are doing a project, and for your project or in your project 20 members are available. For 20 members you would like to have a group. The same way how you are creating a group in your company. Let's say you are working for the Lenovo project. What people do? For Lenovo project, whoever works, they can create one group. The same way here you can create the groups. You can create the group and you can add whomever you want in that group so that they can communicate with each other. Okay. Next, manage the applications. So if you see here, you can create the you can connect to the applications, all these things. Next, here company profile. So company profile gives information about the what is the information it will give. So this is here. That means it can show what are the different steps available. So if you click on the save, you will be getting some of the steps, but these are more into supervisor kind of thing, and it is not going to give much advantage for you. So it can show the business hours, and you can set the language. So this is what one important thing, language settings. So if you see here from the company profile, language settings, company is nothing but what? Company is nothing but what? So the organization. So what locally the organization wants to use. Right now for me English is assigned. If you don't want to English, then you can go ahead and change. If I change it, then I don't know I can able to understand or not, but if you want I can add it. So I can save. If I save it, then my language is going to change. I don't want to change because very difficult to understand Spanish, all those things. You don't need to play much, but if you understand this concept, that's fine. So if you want to change the language, this is the place to change the language. So how it is. So you can create a company, can see. You are doing, let's say you are working for the Dr. Lab, and they can display their company holidays list here. Or you can map the resources holidays here. That means what? Let's say 10 resources are there. Their resources vacation plan you can manage here. Who are working for that company. So that's about general information, company information. Here you can see company information, like here licensing. Licensing is important from the company information. So if you look at here, Salesforce platform, active are how many? 3 licenses are active. User license is how many? 0. So that means what? I can create maximum how many licenses or how many users? 3 users only. I am repeating this point. If you look at the Salesforce users licenses, the available licenses are how many? 3. That means I can create, as an administrator, I can create maximum 3 users. I cannot create more than that. So expiry date, nothing, as I did not create any. So I will show you. Once I create the user, this count is going to be reduced. Anyway, we are going to create the user now. Once we create the user, this count is going to be reduced. I will show you. But just remember that, okay, from the company profile, you can see what are the available licenses, all these things. Okay, so now permission set to the licenses. So that means you can set some of the stuff like I did not use these steps much, but these are just for understanding purpose. Marketing users, how many licenses? If you are creating a user after marketing, then you have 2 licenses. If you are creating something and all, then these are the steps, available licenses. So let's say you are creating the users and it is not letting you know, I mean letting you to complete. The reason might be licenses are not available. Okay, so we'll see. Right now if you look at here, there are 3 licenses and the user licenses are all 0. So definitely once we create the user, then it is going to be reduced. We'll see that information. So that's about the company's profile. So this is about the architecture. Now coming back, company profile is only for certain, it is not for the developers even, or it's a super administrators. They just maintain the how many licenses are required, all these things. Even they no need to maintain. Whenever we take licenses from the Salesforce, they will provide all this information for you. They create an organization or they create a company profile and they will give it to you. Only thing is that you can select default locally. If you look at here, you can edit it and you can select the locally. So right now it is English. If you don't want English, you can change something else. That's what the default locally. That is only the thing maximum you can do as an administrator. Okay. So I don't want to touch much on this because if I touch, then my look and feel is going to be changed. Say hi to you. Say hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. Now, so first step, I'm just going step by steps. You can look at it, or I can take the print screen of this one and put it in our Word document. Okay, I am taking the print screen of this. I am putting on our Word document. So administration. So this is okay. Now I am good. So this is what the overall steps we are going to do, or some of the steps we can do it from here. So the first step is what? Step 1. Please try to follow the steps because I don't want to repeat. This is a big procedure. That's why I am covering step by step. First thing is that what? I would like to create the users. Or let me create the profile. Let me create the profile first. Then I'll create the user and assign the created profile for the user. I'm repeating this step again. Let me create the profile first. Then while creating a user, I'll assign the created profile. So therefore, so the first step is creating custom profile. First step is creating custom profile. So I am naming the profile that is equal to Chenna. So let me name the profile name Chenna user 1. This is what the user I would like to create. Or you can say Chenna user. Yeah, Chenna user is fine. Or sorry, this is the profile I would like to create. So the profile name is going to be Chenna user. Because I am writing this because you should not get confused in the middle of steps what we created. Okay, now let me go ahead. So how do I create? Click on setup. Go to manage users. Go to manage users. Okay, then go to the manage users. Then there is a profiles. As I said, please remember this point. Whenever you are creating a profile, don't do from the beginning. If you do from the beginning, then you need to take a lot of steps. Instead of you do from the beginning, you do the cloning of the existing profiles. I would like to create a profile of type standard user. This is what I want to create. Because I would like to go with the standard user profile. So I am cloning this. So then what is the name I need to give? You can use the name as Chenna user. So if you look at here, so the licensing type is what? Salesforce. User licensing type is Salesforce. So then after creating this, Salesforce licenses should be reduced. We will see whether those are reduced or not. Now I click on save. I click on save. Now if you look at here, so Chenna user is created. Now you can click on edit. Now I said through profile or profile consists of what? Set of applications. Now you can specify what applications requires here. If you look at here, so there are so many applications. I would like to have only custom app settings. Don't touch it. Not required. Tab settings also. You no need to touch. Let it be. Administrative permissions. Let it be. Come back. Come down. Come down. Okay. So there is something called warehouse, the application, whatever we created. So what is the application we created? You can search it. What is the big deal? Chenna warehouse. So this is the application. If you look at here, so if I assign this profile to the user, or I would let me name this as Chenna user profile because this is a profile, right? So let me name like this, Chenna user profile. That way it will be good because it's not a user, it's a profile. Okay, so I don't want to touch this one. Let me save as it is. Then once I create the user, then I can show you the difference. Or we can do now itself. If you look at here, so this profile, let's say I am assigning this profile to Suprit, then he can see all these applications. Then I would like to show the warehouse application also. I would like to show the warehouse application also. That's why I selected warehouse application. If I am not checking this one, then he cannot see. And I don't want marketing, I don't want content, I don't want call center, I don't want this one. I'm just disabling all these things. Communities, okay, Salesforce charter, well, okay, let it be this one, site.com and force.com. So if you look at here, these are the different applications, right? App sales, you will not be getting. App launcher, you will not be getting. Call center, you will not be getting. That means whoever having this profile, they will not get all these things. What they can get? They can get warehouse application. Please try to focus more. Whoever assigned with this profile, they cannot get all these things. They can get maximum warehouse, Chenna warehouse application. Okay, so that's how the custom applications are. Now, coming to the down, you can see the tab settings. You can specify which tabs you would like to have. And every tab will have three options. Default on, that means it will be visible to the user. Default off, that means it is not visible. But if he wants, he can make it visible. Hidden, hidden means it's not at all visible. And he cannot go and make it as visible. So this question, most of them are asking, what are the tab settings available? So you have three options. First one is the default on, second one is the default off, third one is hidden. What is the meaning of default on? Whoever the user having this profile, they can see the tab. Default off, whoever having this profile, they can't see this tab, but they can make it viewable. If I make it as hidden, then they can't do anything. Okay, now coming to here, what is our application name? Chenna warehouse application. This is the standard custom application. So if you look at here, these are the applications what we have, or these are the tabs we have. So if you look at here, invoice statement, yes, it is visible. Merchandise, it is hidden. If it is hidden, then that guy won't see. That means whoever the user having this profile, they can't see this one. That's why I am making it as default on. Please stop me because it is heavy, I know, but still you need to go through. Till now, any questions? Till now, any questions?
No, no, good.
Please, Varsha. Thank you. Varsha, you there? Any questions? Okay, fine. So if you look at here, these are the custom tabs what we are having, and by default it was invisible or hidden. So I make it as default on. Don't forget to make it as default on. If you are making it as hidden, then the guy whoever having this profile, they can't do anything. So let's not touch the administrative stuff. Just let me go to the custom object permissions. Custom object permissions. If you look at here, what are the custom objects we created? Invoice statement and line items and merchandise. These are the three objects we created, right? Then whoever having this profile, right now, let's say I assign this profile to Supri. He cannot do anything on these objects. because permissions are not given. So that's why I am giving full permissions. That's why I am giving full permissions. What does it mean? If I assign this profile to Supreet, then he can read these objects, he can create the objects, he can edit it, he can delete it, he can do whatever he wants. I have given full control. Okay, so I have given the full control. Now, if you look at here, desktop integration clients, all these things not required. Session timeout, as I am creating a profile. As I am creating a profile, assume that this profile is assigned to Supreet, then, and he is not using the Salesforce for 2 hours, then session is going to be expired. Then the minimum timeout is 15 minutes. Maximum is 12 hours. So please remember this. Some of the guys are asking this question. What are the session timeout? What is the minimum session timeout you can set to the profile? The minimum session timeout to the profile is 15 minutes. What is the maximum session timeout you can set to the profile? There is nothing but 12 hours. That's nothing but 12 hours. So therefore, you can set all these things. Next, invalidate times. That means what? Let's say I assign this profile to Supreet. And Supreet is trying to log in with wrong passwords. How many times I can allow? You can specify here. Minimum is 3 times, maximum is no limit. So if I select no limit, whatever may be the password is fine. It will say, okay, it will not say your account is locked. If I say 3 times, then what does it mean? If Supreet enters 3 times wrong password, then his account is going to be locked. So then lockout effective period. So this you can say that okay, 15 minutes. What does it mean? Okay. So it will lock the account. It will lock the account for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it will unlock again. This policy you see in the organization also. If you see in the company, you are trying to log in with the wrong password in the Windows. It will lock for some time. It will lock for 1 hour. After that, it will unlock. Because of the reason is you are entering into the company means what? You are already authorized user. But you are entering password wrong means might be unauthorized user. That's why they are locking for some time. And you can also lock for ever. If you are locking for ever, then obviously, so that guy, a super administrator only can unlock it. So these are the steps you can do. These are the password security policies. So maybe interviewer will be asking what are the profile password security policies, or what are the profile password policies. You can say that okay, you can set the time, you can set the duration, you can set the lockout time, you can set the lockout period, you can set the password length, password attempts, all these things. Okay, so then password expiration. You can say never expire, 1 year, 90 days, whatever you want. I am putting 1 year. User password expiration, 1 year. That means whoever the user having this profile is going to have validity of 1 year. Or sorry, user password expires. That means what? Every password expires after some time. Even if you see in the organizations, they will give 3 months. After 3 months, they will say reset the password. And this is very simple and straightforward. Remember my passwords. That means let's say now I have given password is ABC. If I want to reset, then I should not give ABC again. It will be ABC31. ABC3 is 2. So that means last 3 passwords you cannot use it again. This is what the meaning. Last 3 passwords you cannot use it again. So the same way you can put the changes here. Last 20 passwords you cannot use it. You can change whatever you want, but right now I am not changing anything on this. So click on save. That's it. I am done in creating the profile. I created the profile, and this profile is going to have what? Warehouse application with full permissions. With full permissions. Now let me go ahead and see the licenses, whether it is reduced or not. So where is that? Company information. I created a profile called the Chenna user profile. If you look at here, which was after Salesforce, right? Sorry, I created the profile. I did not create the user. Now, second step. Let me create the user. Second step is what? Create the user and assign created profile. Create new user. Create the new user and assign created profile, which is nothing but step 1 profile. Which is nothing but step 1 profile, or which is nothing but Chenna user profile. Let me put it Chenna user profile. So this is what I need to do. Please have patience and energy. If you guys are not able to concentrate, let me know so that we can continue in the next class. That's not a problem. But at the end of the day, you should be able to understand all the steps. Okay. So now I am creating the user. So how do I create the user? Go to the users, manage users, then users, then you can click on new user. You can click on new user. Now give the username or first name. What is the first name I can give? Or let me create the new user. Let me name it the username as called. What the user you can create? Let's say Supreet user. This is what I am trying to create. Supreet user. So Supreet is the first name. Okay. And you can give the last name whatever you want. Last name is, let's say, user, Supreet user. So alias will be created automatically. I would like email ID. So do you have any email ID?
Yes, sir. reddy.supreet@gmail.com.
Are you using already?
Yes.
Are you using for the Salesforce? If you are using for the Salesforce, then it is not going to allow again.
No, that email ID I am not using.
Okay, then good. So now tell me.
reddy.supreet
reddy.supreet@gmail.com.
Yes, right.
Okay, so that is how you can give the email ID. So don't touch this one. Next title nothing. You don't worry about this one. Company. These are all the optional ones. Now role. So if you want, you can specify the role like CEO, all these things. I don't want to specify even the role. Now if you look at the user's license, that is what the important one. So which license you want? So I want Salesforce type. So user license is of type Salesforce. Next profile. Which profile you would like to assign? I already specified. I would like to assign the profile called Chenna user profile. Chenna user profile. Where is that? Yeah, first one. Then make it as active. Okay, so you can enter the email ID. You can specify the user license type. You can specify the profile. Then what else? These are all not important ones. Now, I would like to specify one thing to implement the approvals. So, now which user I am creating? I am creating Suprit user. For Suprit user, who is the manager? I would like to create. So, I am specifying for Suprit, Channa is the manager. Please remember this. This is how I am making it as. Because these are all going to help in the approvals. So I am creating a Suprit user, right? Or Channa Reddy is there. This is a user. Okay. Under Channa Reddy, what I am creating what? What happened? Under Channa Reddy, I am creating Suprit user. So for Suprit user, who is the manager? I would like to have. Let's have Channa Reddy is the manager. Channa Reddy is the manager of approval. So this is what I am doing while creating. So you can change it later point of time. But to implement my scenarios, I require this. So that means what? If there is any approval request coming from Suprit, whom it will go? It will go to Channa Reddy. That is what the meaning. I am repeating again. If there is any request coming from Suprit, whom it will go? It will go to Channa Reddy, because I am, while creating the user, I am specifying manager is Channa Reddy. Okay, so Channa Reddy and the manager, approver, delegator, everything I am making it a Channa Reddy because I don't have much user. So that's all. Any questions till now? So I am clicking on save. That means I created a user called Suprit user, and I made for Suprit user approver is Channa Reddy, and only if I am approver. So this option, don't touch it because you are good. Only if I am approver. I am approver or delegator. Only I am delegator. Never. So let it be that one. Click on save. That's it. So now user is created. So who is the user? Suprit user. So definitely now Suprit might be received email for this, and there he can reset the password. Suprit, log into your Gmail and reset the password.
Yeah, okay.
So reset the password, and maybe you can give it to me the password. You can give whatever password you want and give it to me, because I need that one.
Okay.
Go to your Gmail. You will be getting one link. There you click and reset the password and give it to me. Meantime, you look at the company profile. Now see the license are reduced or not. If you look at here, I have taken off type Salesforce, which is not ready. So I selected of type Salesforce, not Salesforce platform, right? I selected Salesforce. Might be the reason. That might be the reason. Let Suprit reset the password. So if you look at here, user, Suprit is the user, this is the user ID, and profile is Channa user profile, and manager is Channa Reddy. This, are you done?
Yeah, 1 second.
1 second is over.
Done.
Can you share me the password?
Yeah, I'm pinging.
I don't think so. You have given your personal password, right?
No, nothing.
Yeah. Anyone can use it. Yeah. So admin 1234 he has given. Now let's see whether that user is created or not. I log out and log in as Supreet. Please look at here. I am logging as Supreet. Admin 1234. I think Supreet is going to ask you send you the verification code. What happened? Wrong password? ADMIN1234. What happened, Supreet?
The login attempt has failed. I given that only. No? One sec.
Any cap letters?
No, nothing. All are small.
ADMIN123. This is what, right? Admin 1234 or just 123?
1234.
This is what I am trying.
1 second.
Your location or login time might be restricted. Please contact administrator.
Or your location or region or time may be restricted.
Something
Once I'll try to reset again. That same link I'll try if it is working.
No, forgot password. I'm sending forgot password. I'm doing forgot password, okay?
Okay.
reddy.supreet@gmail.com. Is that email ID correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Done. Check your email. Maybe just now you reset, right? That's why it is not allowing to access from some other location immediately. Because
Yeah.
IT is not changed, right? It is insecure kind of thing. This is one kind of security policy.
Still I not get any mail.
You need to refresh. What happened?
No, I not get mail.
You should be getting the email.
What is the user ID we given instead of email ID?
No, email it only works. User
Email
email.
ID.
Let me verify this one. So let me make this license type is Salesforce platform. Profile is here you cannot assign our profile. So let's have the Salesforce only, so that I can assign our profile. So let me reset from here itself then.
Okay.
You want me to take care from here?
Yeah, do it.
So let's try it from here. So there is a, so here we have a reset password. Select this user. Reset password. Okay. Now check it. A new password for the following user sent to email.
Yeah, now I got it.
Great. You try to log in first then, because maybe after reset you are not logging from your machine, right? Use this email ID and use that
Okay.
password whatever you. Huh? What is the subject?
One second. Even that is not working. 1 second, I'm just pinging that. I got some temporary password, even that is not working. I'm pinging that.
No, you log in because you are resetting it, right? So when you reset, yeah, send me. Temporary password you are saying?
Yeah, temporary password, even that is not working. 1 second. I got
Let-
some link, I'll try some.
It will work because this is a common stuff. Okay, fine then. Not an issue. We can wait for some time. Maybe it is taking some time to reflect there.
Okay.
So the idea you got it right. So we created the user. Now, so we'll see the next up in the next class. How to create a. I mean, Supreet is going to send the email, and Chenna should be receiving. Chenna should do approvals and all. That we will see in the next session. Okay. So the overall, this is what we covered today. So we understood the architecture, how it works, all the things. Created the profile, created the user. Okay. Now, so this user is going to have some email, and the Chenna really should receive, and he will provide approvals, all these things. Let's see how to do the approvals, all these things in the next session. Okay. Any questions? Varsha? Okay, good. So you also try to practice. You can have two email IDs. One is the one whatever you have. You can create one more your email ID and create the user and try to log in with that user and all. So definitely will work. Right? Thanks. Bye.
హలో అన్న,
చెప్పు.
ఉమా ఇమెయిల్ ఐడి ఉందా మీ దగ్గర?
Yeah, I have.
ఒకసారి చెప్పండి.
So please you can try with that password after some time.
Yeah, okay.
This is what the email ID is. Uma Mahesh 467.
mamahesh467@gmail.com. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.